Module 1 for AEP 803, me and action research. So we're going to dig in a little bit of that, and I am Gabriel Dirksen. Hattie Ione Dirksen is our first child. She was born July 2020. I'm a very proud dad. This is our first child with me and my wife pictured there. Hattie enjoying her first Christmas lights. And this is just a picture, and this is at the hospital this summer. She is 8 months old, and I could not be more excited to enjoy being a dad and growing up in life with her. About me, I've married for 3 years to my wife, Lori Dirksen. We both went to Sterling College, and she played basketball. I played football there at Sterling College. I enjoy hunting and fishing are some of my hobbies I like to do. Living out here at La Crosse in Western Kansas, the opportunities for hunting and fishing are endless, so it helps facilitate my outdoor needs. I'm from Sterling, Kansas originally. I went to high school, grade school, and I played football there in college. I've now lived in La Crosse for 6 years, going on 7th this summer. I'm in elementary education. I do 5th and 6th grade math and science, and I've been here the whole entire time, my 6 years since I've got out of college. I've done 5 years of coaching. I coach middle school football. I'm a head coach. And then I used to help with high school girls basketball, but I now recently pass that off to my wife since she does coach or played volleyball. I played basketball herself in college. I'm on the DLT, the district leadership team team for KISA. And are some of the other roles I have here as a teacher. And then in the summer, I like to work for the city. I help them mow and weed eat their parks and cemeteries and stuff here in La Crosse. So I do that to keep me busy during the summer when we have that downtime. And my wife just stays at home with our daughter, and she's very looking forward to that now that we just are in our spring break. She's enjoying the time at home with her. And before I was married, I'm a big family. I'm one of 5 kids. So my family is something very near and dear to us. And so I have a close family. I have 4 siblings, an older sister, 2 younger sisters, and a younger brother. I have 3 living grandparents. And so I like to see them and their great-grandparents now to little Hattie, so it's fun to see them. We grew up going on family vacations, skiing. This is a pier, I think, in California we always went to, so my father was huge in that. And we have a big gatherings with my wife's families for the holidays. They all live by Salina, so every time we have a family holiday, we all get together with them. My family's pretty stretched out, Dodge City, Wichita. My little brother now lives in Louisiana, so we see each other when we can, so that is fun doing that. And my father is superintendent of school at Dodge City. My mom, where she is right here, she's a special education teacher at Dodge City. My 2 sisters are a 6th grade teacher. She's a high school English teacher. And so you could say my family runs deep in education, so that is how I got here. On to the project about action research. What is action research? Action research can revitalize the entire learning community, as well as aid teachers in changing or reflecting on their classroom practices. Action research follows a pattern or cycle which involves planning, then making a change, and then reviewing the situation to generate learning. Action research is a cycle of inquiry and reflection. So action research really involves you digging into a topic you want to fix, questioning it, researching it, learning how, and then reflecting on the practices that you put in place. So it is a very mindset of reflectiveness as a teacher. The purpose is to foster a culture of inquiry, action research is, build structures for teachers and collaboration. So if we were at a bigger school district, La Crosse was small, but I student taught at the larger one, Bueller, and we had 4 5th grade math teachers, or 5th grade teachers in general, and you could collaborate with one another and ask them, hey, how is this going? If you chose to focus on like fractions, say for math, you could say, hey, I tried this strategy, how'd this strategy go with you? So fostering that culture of collaboration is huge. Focus on an area of growth, not deficiency. So something you want to succeed at, an area you want to grow at, and that doesn't necessarily have to be a deficiency. Just maybe, hey, I struggle at teaching multiplication. Maybe look at some different ways to teach multiplication, even though it's not necessarily your biggest deficiency as a teacher. Four main types. Individual, you could do a single classroom. You could focus just on yourself. You could have a collaborative approach, a single classroom or on a problem occurring in several classrooms. So you could work with other teachers. School-wide, so this would be like in our building would be K6. A school faculty selects an area or problem through collectively interest, then collects, organizes, and interprets on-site data. So as a school, we could maybe say, hey, this year we're going to focus on tardiness, or how could we improve school attendance, and other things like that. And then district-wide would be focused on a district-wide problem affecting each classroom. So that would be your whole entire school district, something to focus on there. Maybe it could be raising state math scores or certain areas of that nature. Main steps of action research. Identify the problem and envision success. Develop a plan of action. Collect the data. Analyze data and form conclusions. Modify your theory and repeat the cycle. Report the results. So action research, often in the many articles, it's a cycle. It keeps going around and around, and it's forever changing and evolving, just like how teaching has changed and evolved over years. I don't ever know if you ever get to the answer of the problem, but you just keep trying new things and collecting data results and showing the improvement you're making as a teacher. Action research versus traditional research. Action research is a type of inquiry that is practical as it involves making changes to practice. Theoretical as it is informed by theory and can generate new insights. Concerned with change and improvement. So you're constantly evolving and changing and improving is something that I really noticed that it digs deep in every article that I read. And then traditional research, you just think about it as just once it slumps you down, a lot of reading, a lot of writing, a lot of papers, studying new topics, and then putting them in action. Whereas action research, you're doing the experimenting as you're researching about it, so it's more involved and more practical. Where traditional research, you're just kind of reading somebody else's results and then trying to make that mold fit your classroom. Action research, common problems. It seems time-consuming. Teachers could be hesitant to trying something new. Doing research in the middle of your classroom kind of looks, or is a big word, but it's really something teachers are doing every day. Conducting research and collecting data could be more time consuming. So that data piece, as opposed to what it looks like, it was kind of vague to me, but it's something you want to see that you can show improvement. So that might be troublesome because, I just feel like me as a teacher in this COVID era, I have been struggling to stay ahead as it is, and then add something new in my classroom would be kind of overwhelming, and how that would fit. It's an ongoing process. Is a common problem too. I feel like teachers in America in general I want a solution solved right now, right here, where action research is constantly evolving and changing, and you're changing your teaching ways and improving them and looking at, hey, what could I change now that I've changed this? So it doesn't really have like a dry cut answer like I feel like a lot of Americans and people in society want these days. That's just ways to help you look, hey, here's some data. What could I do to improve this? And what can I change from here? So some problems. Evaluate. Action research effects on current teaching. I think it can improve my teaching strategies. It could help student achievements. More aware of the effectiveness in the classroom of topics. If I started collecting more data and looking at that, how I could be in my classroom, I think it would improve my effectiveness because I think, wow, this is something I could really improve, or hey, wow, they really did good when I taught it this way as opposed to that. So I think it would help me be more aware of my teaching. And promote staff collaboration. It would give, if you did a school-wide thing of improving school attendance, I think that would really help promote staff collaboration and really bring staff members together. Student learning and teacher success. I think how action research would help improve student learning would be qualitative data to show student growth. You could show things you're doing and changing to help make improvements in the student learning. Finding results that work and improve your school culture and morale. If you were doing things that would boost students' improvement in the classroom, they would have a more positive outlook on the school in general, and so they would bump up that morale and the culture that has going on in the school. Teacher success. Changing and reflecting on their classroom practices. It would help teachers to grow in that way, and it would would generate the energy and knowledge needed to support healthy learning communities. So collaborating with one another, boosting that, giving a reason for teachers to talk and to see what each other is doing in their classrooms could help one another out and keep boosting their success. Critique. Teachers are actively researching, adapting daily. I think action research is something that we do without even knowing. I think we teach a lesson and, hey, man, that didn't go too well. What could I have done better? What did go well? And so I think teachers are actively doing this already. Teaching should be a reflective practice. As a teacher, we should be reflective on our daily process and reflect daily. Collecting data should be beneficial. I think this would be something, one of my weaknesses I could work on, and that action research would help me improve on, is my collecting data. I do not do a good job of that, and that would be something I could work on. Small school district, little formal action research done here. I don't think we have done much. I think with us just being a one grade, one classroom per grade, so I'm the only 5th grade teacher. I co-op with a 6th grade teacher, and she does the reading, I do the math, so we just flip-flop. And so I think we have done little in our district, and promoting a collaborative environment would be important, and that's something I would strongly advise as a future administrator, and inserting action research in my building. Course learning outcomes. Course learning outcome 1.2, action research requires data implementation and evaluation in the steps of completing an action research properly. Action research is a process evaluated and developed by educators that will improve and support students' academic and non-academic programs. Course learning objective 4.2, action research will provide high-quality, equitable opportunities to support equity, digital literacy, and support the school's academic and non-academic systems. Course learning course learning outcome 4.3, action research is a data-driven philosophy that will improve instructional strategies that best suit the students' learning styles. Course learning outcome 4.4, action research promotes teacher collaboration and looks at a plan to improve school practices to positively impact teachers' and students' success and well-being for the future. Standard, relevance, and reflection. So you guys can read there, pause that. I'm not going to read through those out loud, just so you can take your time to read those. And then my references, 2 pages of this. That is my assignment. I can't wait to learn from each of you as we go through this course together. Have a great day.